What's up guys, welcome again to the channel. So for today we're going to open another live sale haul from the biggest, probably the biggest store in the Philippines for the retail of Magic the Gathering TCGs and other card game hobbies and products. Good old neutral grounds. Thank you guys for facilitating this order. And today we're going to open a bunch of probably Streets of New Capenna set boosters live sale purchase. So we're going to go through each card and check and try to recall what are hits at the time. So by reference, they had this selling of booster packs for 5 set boosters for 1k each. So just probably comment was while they open on the live sale on Facebook. We'll just comment +1 random, or just comment which pile you'd want to open, and then they'll just open it for you. So this one was probably taken out of the box already for the LBC products, and we're going to check if what holes we'll get. So that's a bunch of covered boosters. So these are probably, not sure how many of these. This is also a bunch. It's a lot. And also from a friend, Erickson, and this one for the other. So we're going to start with this big set. This very covered stuff right here. We're going to check how many rares would we got on this. They just had the wrapped. Just had it wrapped for the bubble wrap, and no succeeding main wrap for this. Anyway, it was composed of several live sales. So bear with me as we get to check on some list cards. So this was probably start with the highest. And we'll just separate the rares out of this. Probably some of the art cards. So going forward, we had a few hits. I think as far as I remember, they had a list card that is very different to get from this pile, and maybe some tri-lands probably, and some foils which added for a collection, like this one for instance. Okay, so this is the hit. Broker's Ascendancy, gilded foil with limousine, regular Ascendancy. This was SLD of Helm, Scheming Fence, Spiteful Commander for Commander. Leader Shredder's good hit. Witch of the Moors from the list, Professional Breaker, Hollow Fountain, Mythic, some art cards, and going to also to check for the rest if we get some more of this. And this batch probably had the biggest biggest sideboard. Oh, another Shredder. So Heartstabber is probably the batch for it. Detmer's Garden, good. Getaway cards, Shadow, Truce, and more of the Capenna Press with some foils, full art forests. Maybe we'll just get to sort it up later. So okay. So for the first batch, we had forgot that. Sorry. Which is this part. Supposed to be here. Okay, so this is for the first pile. So 2 Ledger Shredders. Okay, some just that in the Jetmere Garden Hollow Fountain. Next up, the second half of the pile, we have so token for Obnix, for the June Obnix. So finally I had got a lot of tokens for that when you get to produce their copy. So more fetch lands, basic fetch, if you may. Probably get just a collection with it for maybe a foil version. So Jorna, and we have Tullus, Elegant Tullus, Solemnization, Swindler Scheme, and where's the rest of the rares? No more rares. Okay, not too fancy there. So just going to rush this up with no, nothing. So probably on the inside of this part, we're going to check out some more rares and proceed now to the second. Oh, nice. To the vampires. So okay, let's reverse the rest and nothing else aside from the Gala Glitters, which the buy a box. Probably this was raffled for each participant and was able to win one. Anyway, so that's the wrap for this left side. I'm going to count again as these 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 3. So this is 3. And next, I think this is way more newer than the previous one. So we're going to set up this part again. As you can see, there's a just Mirror's Garden on the top. This was raffled last May 3 pa. And some rares: Mary Killikin, Leather Shredder again, Jaxis, Fight Rigging Foil, Ognis the Dragon Lash, Obscura Obsidiancy Foil, a Mythic Angel of Suffering, and let me check more of the batch. So just commons again and uncommons in here. I think we'll probably sort out the lands and the charms, since they are mostly can be sold as a package. So Stray Bundles also good inclusion here. So we have another Maestros in the Sea and some art cards. Nothing too great. What if you are going to collect more of the art cards? Then maybe you'll just have to check more of this. Just as you go along buying these boosters, then yes, it's a good inclusion for that. Some more of these. So big score, also a big score in the recent. Oh, nice. We have a foil of Finn's Tower, and Sanders Lunch, and the Taurus Bowing. So nice. This is the batch of another batch of the foil of the rares. We have a Shattered Seraph Gilded, a Limousine, a Heaven Goal list card, Stabber again, with a getaway card for the cards. Okay, so going forward, one for you can refuse, also a good hit. They probably come in batch. Also this one for the 5-color deck. Some ads, which I'm just gonna use as tokens anyway. So Vibration Power, Crystal Yield, more packs for Species. I give you a riddle and you solve it, or you die. So more of this. Okay, so for the second batch of this center pile, we're also going to sort out the notables after that, and my plan for building a vicious vampire, so then probably have more of this. And similarly, speaking of the list card, this is my hit, the Vampiric Tutor for list. This I think is probably around 1,000 already. Let me just sleeve this up. I'm not sure if still going around 1k plus. We'll just check the TCG median price, but for now we're just going to set this aside for the sellables later on. So got the rares again, and Rafik of the Mini also good hit for the special gilded Stage of Capenna version. We have a Titan Women's 3 for the Mythic, Envoy, and a foil. Unleashed Inferno. I think it's foil, yes, it's foil. And another Workshop Warchief for June Aggro deck. With the Scheming Fence, of course, with the special frame. Oh, Falco's Paramythic, Corpse Explosion, and Courier's Briefcase, probably if you want to pimp out your 5-color deck for the ADH probably. So more on the sorting part again as we go out with the card arts and count the number of boosters according to the card arts. So this is probably a potential uncommon. I'm sitting this gameplay in Esper mid-range decks, probably having those. And maybe Nimble can be a good sideboard card. It's a cost of 3, the 2/1 flyer, but not. Aside from that, you can basically check out the opponent's best card and remove it. Sorcerer Instance. Okay, this one. Bonica Plaza. And more professionals. Probably it's the last for this. We don't really have yet. Just some card arts in here. And Kesa. Okay, so Vampire Tutor on this side for the list card, and we're going to go ahead on this part for the pile number 2, and going to count this again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 15, another 15 sets of boosters. So 15, 30, that's 6. And then we'll have the last of the list from way back April live sale of MG. So this one is good here. So we have an Aura Brass Ephemeristic again, piling up on this side, or Brass Obscura Ascendancy. We have Ziatora. We have Vasikin, Unleashed Inferno again. Hard Grilled for the list card. We have a foil Professional Breaker, Jaxis, and another hit for the list card. This is the Sensei's Divining Top. It's probably one of the rare hit which I could not open even for my own purchased set booster box. So we need to sleeve this up again. Tie it up on this side for another part, and then Agnes and again Slort. There's going to sort these cards for checking of how many boosters was considered in this. Oh, we also have another hit for the Twilight Prophet, so we're just gonna take this again here, but just sleeve it out after. Tolos and Goddess and Arnia. Licensier's good. Mythic Sanctuary Garden. Galagritters and another Ziotora's Proving Ground. And wait, so check it here. And nothing else. Just more commons. In case maybe we can have what I mean is now for you can refuse freeze. No more. So we're just going to go through it. Some probably with this pile later on we can have segments for budget decks for Sits of New Capenna version, since most of the cards still are going good with the great power, given that they are still under considered as budget wise in this setup. But considering that good card are still having the lesser value, so we can still come up with a good deck list for it. So this is probably a wrap for this pile, and also we're going to check Ericsson's side for the card. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So 10. So 10, 15, 30, 40. So 40. That's last part for Ericsson's hole. I'm going to get some good hits probably. I can check Tempest Gin for the list card. Alice Inferno. This is RV Nox, Topper Stomper, Fury from Royal Commander, Robert Rousing, and the Aria for Gilded version with Obscura. I don't see again, but he got Jetmir's Garden for this pile, and some other foils, which I'm not sure if he got a good foil on this. So nothing, no, nada. Disciple, some charm, planes, illicit shipment, and indulgence. Okay, reverse outlook. Ready to rumble, obscure charm and batch, and some art cards again. At least you got this one. Okay, so that's probably a wrap for this pile. We got some good hits on the setup. The live sale, some foils, some lands, some batch of this, and especially in this one are good hits for the 3 tutor, 751 and tap and profit. So until the next unboxing, guys, for the live sales, you can make sure to check on the Neutral Grounds post by checking on Facebook for their live openings of their products. Thank you for watching in this episode, and until the next time.